bell, 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 jingle bell, Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 7. Today's video is gonna be super chill and casual and sit down, and we're just gonna have a fun little Q&A. I've got a cup of coffee, technically a cup of cheer actually, if you will, and I figured we would just sit down and answer some questions. I asked you guys last week to ask me some questions, and I also threw in some juicy questions as well, so get ready for a mix of like potentially, potentially might be spilling the Christmas tea. Let's just get into it. Guys on YouTube as well as my Instagram to ask me questions, so we'll start with the YouTube questions. First question is, how do you deal with your anxiety? I was on an everyday medication before, but I've weaned myself off of that, and so now I'm only on like an as needed medication. So pretty much when I feel a panic attack or an anxiety attack, or I feel like I'm going to be put into a situation where I'm going to be anxious, I take a pill. But other than that, I'm not on a daily medication anymore. I'm really excited about it. I've been working on just trying to control my anxiety in a more natural way. But I've been really good, honestly guys. As soon as I got out of my relationship, I had a lot less anxiety, and I just have a lot less anxiety now. I think I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to relationships because of just like past relationships and stuff. Not to blame the person I was with, I just meant like ones before that caused me a lot of anxiety. So going into that relationship, I had a lot of anxieties and worries and issues. So honestly, as soon as I got out of that relationship, I had a lot less anxiety. Like I said, not pointing fingers at the person, just like the overall like ambiance, I guess, of the relationship. But I've been doing really great, especially with school. I tend to get really anxious around exam season, and I've just been trying to prepare myself slowly ahead of time. I have really bad performance anxiety for the most part. I noticed too that like a lot of my anxiety had to do with me not being prepared enough, so I've just been trying to prepare myself a bit early, and just taking deep breaths and whatnot. But if you guys want me to film a full video on that, I would totally do that for you guys. How do you make time for working out with horses, school, and work? Honestly, it all comes down to your priorities. For when I was training for my half, that was a bit more of a priority than riding, if that makes sense. Like I still rode, but training for my half was a bit more of a priority, whereas right now I'm in an off season. My next half is in February, so riding has taken a little bit more precedence. Same thing as school. Right now I just don't have the time to work out with finals, and that's okay. It's all about priorities and learning to understand that if you know everything, you have to really like number things based on priority, and you have to be okay with it. But I always say this to you guys, it just comes down to like, if you're motivated, you're gonna do it. I used to have to get up early and run before work or before school, or go late at night, and you just kind of do what you gotta do. I would like finish work at 8:30. I'd have like school and work, and I'd finish work at like 8:30 p.m. and then I'd go for a run at like 9:30. Like you do what you gotta do to get the job done, you know what I mean? I always say that, and it's really as simple. That's really all it boils down to, is if you have the motivation, you're gonna find a way to do it. Do you worry about balancing nursing school and horses? I actually don't. I know there's gonna be, nursing schools be more demanding. I see it in like clinicals on my unit, and I have friends that are in nursing school, and I see how hard it is, but I'm really confident in myself that I'm really glad I did these first 4 years of undergrad before I went to nursing school, because I feel like it would have been really overwhelming just doing nursing school. But these 4 years of undergrad have really taught me how to balance and organize and be productive. So I feel like it might be a bit harder, but not that much harder. I definitely think I'll be able to make it work. Have you ridden Western, and if not, do you want to? I really want to. Actually, I've only ridden Western once, and it was when I tried Ollie, because he is actually a Western horse and his owner rides him Western. So I rode him Western the first time I tried him, but I really wanted to get into riding Western and like doing barrels and stuff. I feel like that'd be fun to do with him in the summer and stuff, and maybe take him to a few like little fun Western gaming shows. But yeah, I definitely like to do that. I'm all about switching it up, you guys know that. Do you plan on showing Ollie next season? If so, what level? I do. Haven't decided what. I think we are going to start getting back into jumping. I'm just getting like very, not bored of dressage, but I'm just like, I've been doing the training level, first level walk trot thing for like 7 years now, and I'm just ready to switch it up. With Salem, you guys know he didn't love to jump, and I don't think I ever could have pursued a show career with him in jumping, but Ollie loves it, and so I'm looking at getting a close contact over the winter, because my close contact is with Salem, and I have my dressage saddle. So I'm looking at getting a close contact and jumping a bit more, and we're thinking about getting some poles and stuff, because we don't actually currently have any at the barn that we can all use. But just getting some poles and being able to like jump a bit more. I definitely would love to do some schooling shows with him next summer, and I think we're at a point now where his flat work has literally been worked on for a year. I've been riding him for a year almost. In January it'll be a year. His flat work has come really far, and I feel like it's time now that we can implement some more jumping in. I'd love to start eventing too. Really would love it. I think he's really brave. But so yes, I do plan to show next year, just not sure what. Maybe like, I'll probably start with like cross rails, and then maybe end in like the 2-3 hunters. He does have a very hunter approach to jumping. You guys saw that. I will leave it down below or in the iCard here, the jumping video I posted the other day, because you look at it and he takes a very, very hunter approach to the jump. He's very like calm, collected, not very like speedy. He's very calm and collected, and he really, you can tell he's thinking about where to take a distance from. So hopefully hunters, but I'm okay with jumpers as well. Are you in or have you been in any relationships? Yes, I was in a relationship for almost 2 years. I am not currently in a relationship right now. I'm single as a Pringle and I love it. I love it. I'm definitely those people who like, I would like to be in a relationship, but I'm not someone who's gonna like actively pursue it. I'll get into this later because there's more questions, but I'm very content being single and just doing my thing and being independent, and I truly believe that God will bring you, I'm not very religious, but I truly believe that like God will put somebody in your life when you're ready for it, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so that was it for the YouTube questions. And oh my god, there's a lot of questions. Okay, how many hours are your class periods? They seem long compared to the US. So with our university, at least, you can either do 2 1.5-hour lectures or 1 3-hour lecture. I have like in-class lectures, which are either 2 1.5-hour lectures or 1 3-hour lecture a week. There's hybrid, which is usually, I had a hybrid class this semester and it was just 1 1.5-hour lecture each week, and then the other half was online, or some just do like every second week or something, and then we have online classes. I prefer 3-hour lectures because I'd rather just get it done, and I'm a huge fan of night classes. You guys can probably tell that by now. I love 3 hours. I had like this semester on Wednesdays I had a 2:30 to 5:30 and then a 7 to 10, and it just saves a lot of room. I find it saves me from coming to school for like just an hour and a half. Your ultimate life goal? I don't know. I feel like I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm really, really happy, and like obviously like I'm not in my career right now, but I have like my dream job in the hospital as well as YouTube. Like I literally get to do YouTube and make money off of it. It's the most amazing thing ever. I'm kind of at a point now where I'm starting to like make consistent income off of YouTube, and I get to travel a ton. I'm getting ready to apply to schools for nursing and PA. Like I am at a point right now where like this is like my highest of highs right now. Showing goals for next year, I talked about that already. Are you doing vlogmas? Yes. I think this is because I asked this a while ago. Favorite chain restaurant? Okay, in the US, definitely Chick-fil-A and Sonic. Love those. It's hard. I don't really love a lot of fast food here. Probably like A&W and Tim Hortons, but I don't really eat a lot of fast food. Did you choose to lease Ollie instead of buying another horse? Because I just didn't have the time to commit to buying a horse. I didn't even have the time to commit to Salem, and it wouldn't have been really fair for me to like, the whole reason he went into this is the whole reason he went on the off-property lease is because I just didn't have the time to commit to riding him consistently. And so why would I buy another horse just for the same thing to happen, for me to not be able to ride consistently? Leasing just seemed like the best option. It was the best thing for me to do financially as well, because I am saving to move out sometime in the future, and so leasing was the best option. And I was already like catch riding, not really catch riding, but just like exercising Ollie for like 2 months before I leased him, so I was already familiar with him, and then the opportunity came up to lease him and I just did it. What's his favorite treat? He's really plain and boring. He just likes apples and carrots, but Salem loves birthday cake Timbits and Sour Patch Kids. What's his show name? He doesn't have one yet. Last year we just showed him under Ollie. I think this year we might do Roly Poly Ollie. I haven't decided yet. He doesn't have a passport or anything, so I'm still at like the point where I can like play around with show names, but I really love Roly Poly Ollie. If you guys have any recommendations, leave them down below because I'm open to recommendations, but I don't have one for him yet. Did the length of medical school deter you from following your career path? Absolutely. It was just one of those things where I love school and I'm really excited to further my education, but I think that just goes to show you that I wasn't super determined to do it either, because I feel like the length of time shouldn't deter you from doing something you love. Like it shouldn't be a factor, and for me it was, and I was just like, I don't want to be in school for another 8 years, especially since I did want to specialize in hematology. Most likely that would be like 4 years of school and then 2 years of internal medicine and then 2 years of hematology, and it just would have been 4 years of internal medicine and then 2 years of heme. It just would have been too much. And I just realized that like I didn't think that being a doctor was really my end goal. But yes, definitely the length of time did deter me from it, which is when I realized that, this wasn't my dream anymore, because if it was, the length of time wouldn't have stopped me from chasing that dream. What is the most interesting part of your career? Definitely the people. I love my, I love my job. I love that I get to talk to patients and interact with them and get to know their families, and especially patients on our unit. I don't work like on a mother baby unit or like a med surg unit where like patients are just like always coming in and out. We really get to know our patients because they're in for chemo, they're in for transplants, and so you really get to know them, which is really, really great. I've met some amazing patients and families from this, and I I think that's when I realized too I really want to go into nursing or PA, because I just love forming a connection and like a bond with patients, and I'm very outgoing and stuff. And not to say that like doctors can't be, but it's definitely, I'm more of a bedside person. Ever by Ollie. I've answered this question a few times, but if you guys are new and you didn't know, not right now. I've said this before and I kind of stick by what I've said, that if there ever was an opportunity where Ollie's owner did put him up for sale, I would find a way financially to buy him. But I'm not in a position now where I'm like, sell me your horse, sell me your horse, I need to buy your horse, because I don't. I'm in my dream position right now. I'm in a great position, the best position I could ask for, just getting to lease him and ride him and really kind of like co-own him with his owner, because I feel like we really are like a team effort. It's a team effort. We're like, I feel like we like co-own him, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, but I feel that way because it's a very big group effort. She involves me in a lot. But like I said, if there ever was a point where she were to have to put him up for sale, I would find a way to financially buy him. But as of right now, it's not like I need to buy him, because I'm very content where we are. Your cute pink turtleneck front, guys, I'm obsessed with that turtleneck. It's from Ob44. I will link it down below. It's like a Canadian Forever 21. How long have you been into horses? I love you so much. I love you so much too. I've been riding since I was 12. I did once-a-week lessons for like a year or two, and then I leased for like 6 months, and then I leased Salem for a month, and we got him, and I've had him 5 years. So I have been riding since I was 12. Definitely a late bloomer when it came to riding. All my friends have been riding since they were like 4 or 5, but I was 12 and really tall already. What is something you do to brighten a bad day? Probably watch YouTube or go over to Brooklyn's. If I'm being honest, Brooklyn can always cheer me up. She's just that one friend that like no matter what time it is, or like I just can go over. I know I can go over. And we just have a great friendship, and I love our family. Her family is literally family to me. And yeah, we just have like that friendship that we've been friends for so long that I literally just show up at her house all the time when I'm sad. Like the last night I just showed up and I was crying because I missed my dog that we put down this week, and I just showed up. And yeah, we just have that friendship. So definitely just going over and hanging out with Brooklyn. She gets my mind off things, and she just, yeah, we are like literally sisters. And then last but not least, I asked you guys today to get any questions in that you guys had. Oh, someone said, whatever happened with that guy you went on a date with? So if you guys missed out on this whole thing, I think she's talking about the recent one, but I was doing an Instagram live and I was telling you guys how I had gone out on a date. You guys always ask me all the time, like, are you seeing people? I'm not. I am very bad anxiety when it comes to meeting new people. I feel like a lot of people are like this, but I don't like to meet new people. I don't like to meet new boys. It really stresses me out. I don't know why. I am on dating apps. I'm not going to deny that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel like it's very stigmatized, and it shouldn't be, because everyone has different intentions. I'm not a hookup kind of person. Like just putting that out there. It's not who I am. I don't go on these apps to like hook up with people. It's not what I do. It's not my thing. But yeah, I don't know. My friends were like, you gotta do it. They convinced me to do it, so I do it, and I talk to people. But like, I rarely ever go out with people because it really scares me. I'm weird. It's not normal. But anyway, so I started talking to this guy, and I don't know how much of this I want to put on the internet, because like, he is actually a YouTuber, and I didn't like think it was real. I thought I was gonna get totally catfished. Didn't think it was real. And then we ended up going for coffee, and it was actually him. Yeah, and I was kind of like shook. Like the whole time I literally thought I was being catfished, and then it was him, and then we had coffee, and we had a really great time. It was super nice to like get to know him, talk for a few hours, and then we just never talked again. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be. But I mean, you guys can like probably put 2 and 2 together and figure out who it is, because you guys know I live in Ottawa. But yeah, it was super great. He was super nice. Just didn't work out. But he was a really nice guy, and that was actually my first like dating app date ever, and it was kind of a cool person to have a first like dating app date with. How do you get YouTube collaborations? As like a smaller YouTuber, I find it's like 50-50. I'm starting to get more people reach out to me for collabs because I'm getting a bit bigger, but I still do reach out to a lot of people. There's a lot of different platforms you can use. I personally use FameBit. It's my favorite. It's basically a platform where there's all these like campaigns for different products and stuff, and you can go through and send your proposal and how much you want to get paid, and then they can accept it or decline it. But I definitely have started to get reached out by more products, I definitely started to get reached out by more companies, which is really exciting. But it's like definitely more like 50-50. Like I reach out to some people reach out to me. I reach out to brands that I want to work with sometimes. Like, I am my own manager. But best tips for starting and getting comfortable filming on YouTube. I get this question on DM a lot, and just be yourself. I know it's super nerve-wracking. I'm a very outgoing person to begin with. Like, to me, talking to a camera isn't weird, but for some people, I didn't like realize the other day. Brooklyn and I were talking about this, and there was like is it weird to some people to talk to a camera? Probably, but I'm very outgoing and extroverted, and so it's not weird to me. And I love it, and I don't really care what people think. But some people are like, it's weird to them, and like, it's not for everyone. I'm gonna say that, like, it's not for everyone. You can try really, really hard and like overcome it, but some people it's just not meant for, and that's okay. But you definitely have to like just do it. Just go for it. Like, why not? Mom said, how do you do luck out on having such an amazing mom? I don't know, but guys, my mom is literally amazing. She's the best person in the world. I love her so freaking much. And then I got one said, I don't have any juice for you today, but I hope you're doing well, and I miss talking to you. Oh my god, that's so sweet, Megan. I miss you too. I hope you're doing well. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Vlogmas Day 7. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you guys never miss out on a video. And I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.